I worked nights, so I went to bed with my son earlier in the evening. My wife and daughter were downstairs in the den playing.
I got it. Uh-oh, Red. Oh.
All of a sudden, my wife had discovered that my daughter was not feeling well.
Here. What's wrong with you? I don't know, You want to take a deep breath for Mama and hopefully it will feel better? You want to do that? Oh, there you go. Megan? Megan? Megan, look at Mommy. Megan, talk to Mommy. Randy!
Fire department. What's the problem there?
I have a little girl who just turned 2. I just was feeling her forehead, and she was feeling like she had a temperature. My son had also had the flu, so I thought maybe she was coming down with something. I gave her 2 of Children's Tylenol, and she's like she fell asleep.
Ma'am, we have help on the way. What is your name?
Jonna?
Colorado Springs dispatcher Marion Druckenmiller took the call.
Yes, I do.
Okay, what I want you to do is take all her clothes off right now.
The woman was real upset, and she was telling me that her baby was convulsing and that she was real red.
It's like we can't wake her up. It's like
Okay.
almost...
She's still breathing?
Yes, she is.
I thought that the baby had a high fever and that she needed to cool it off.
Ma'am, like I said, we have someone on the way. I know it's scary, but you need to try and remain calm. This is going to help your little girl. Johnny, what else I want you to do is to get a cool rag, a damp rag, and just kind of cool her face off.
Okay.
And, that's what I want you to do right now. Can you do that?
The whole time we're doing this, she's still very much lifeless, no response.
I'm going to update my paramedics that are responding out there, okay? And they're going to be there just as soon as possible, but I want you to stay on the line, okay? Hold on.
I had no idea what had happened because she's been healthy since the day she was born, and all of a sudden now she's laying here lifeless in my arms, and I just wanted her back. I didn't want to lose her.
Okay, John, I'm back with you. How is she doing?
This is Randy.
Okay, how?
Husband.
All right, Randy, they're out front right now. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and they're going to take real good care of her, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
The Colorado Springs Fire Department was the first to arrive on the scene, including firefighter EMT Bud Widmar.
Fire department.
Nobody would answer the door.
Fire department. See anybody?
We couldn't hear anybody inside, and we beat on the door, told them it was fire department.
Fire department.
And the longer we waited, the more we were getting concerned that something wasn't right. And just about time we were getting ready to force entry, the dad came in the door with a girl in his hand.
Hi, what's going on?
But he wasn't acting right, which was strange. He was just like in a stupor. And I told Brian, I said, this has all the symptoms of carbon monoxide. Let's get him out of here and get him out now.
Paramedic Brian Moffitt rushed 2-year-old Megan to the waiting medic unit.
Carbon monoxide is odorless, tasteless. It's not something that you can detect. It's a very dangerous atmosphere. Really, your only treatment is to put the patient on high-flow oxygen and then take him to the hospital.
John, get the windows. Get the windows.
This was a very dangerous situation because of carbon monoxide. Kills within minutes.
John! Oh, my God. Somebody help! Come on, wake up.
What have we got here? I told him to get out of the house 3 or 4 times, but he didn't want to do that. And then my concern went to the 7-year-old boy.
Hey, can you hear me?
I checked his breathing. I couldn't detect any breathing.
Let's get you out of the house, huh? Let's go.
And I thought we were really in trouble.
Come on.
When I picked him up, he started breathing on his own. Just grabbed him as fast as I could and ran him out.
More trucking.
What's going on?
Firefighter EMT Dan Romero went to help Randy with his wife.
John.
She was totally incoherent. Her pulse was rapid.
Need to get her out of here. Let me get her around there.
She was very, very close to death.
Ready? Go. You okay?
No. Finally, he collapsed.
Help! I have 2 people down here. I got 1 down. Okay, help! Let's go. Get out of here. Help! Damn it, let's get her out of here. Come on. Ready? Go!
A lot of people think that once you get out in the air, that you can breathe okay, but the monoxide attaches itself to the blood cells, and we have to force that carbon monoxide out and replace it back with oxygen. We didn't have much time.
All of the victims were taken to Memorial Hospital, where they were examined by emergency physician Michael Thompson.
The mother's level on arrival was 41. That means that 41% of her hemoglobin was saturated with carbon monoxide. I have actually seen patients die with levels less than 41. The father and son were essentially asymptomatic on arrival, even though they had significantly high carbon monoxide levels.
The doctors explained to me that my wife had the most carbon monoxide in her system, and so then my fears had switched from my daughter to my wife, and I was very much afraid for her life.
Due to the severity of poisoning of the mother and little Megan, we sent them to the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. This is a chamber in which we can pressurize 100% oxygen to several atmospheres of pressure and force carbon monoxide off the hemoglobin.
Getting pressurized and pure oxygen will cause a little pressure on their ears, but they don't have to clear their ears. You can talk with them.
My wife was laying there, eyes open. She touched the glass, and at that point I felt like she looks bad, but she's going to be fine.
While inside the hyperbaric chamber, they were treated by Dr. Nathan Brightwell.
People should be aware that carbon monoxide poisoning in its early stages can be very similar to flu-like illnesses. The Chapmans are very lucky in that Mrs. Chapman recognized there was something wrong with her daughter Megan and called the paramedics.
The mother and daughter were literally minutes away from death at the time they were rescued by the paramedics. And the father and son would have followed soon thereafter.
Jonna Chapman and her daughter Megan were released from the hospital the next day without any lasting side effects.
You try and take every precaution possible to make sure your family and your children are safe. And to have something like this that you cannot detect come in and almost wipe your family out was the scariest thing that could have ever happened to us. Good. I could not imagine what would have happened that night had we not had 911. So I always knew how important it was, but now they're a lifesaver.
Thank you. When I see my kids and family today, sometimes I think how in just a matter of seconds, one night, it could all be taken away. But today I'm just thankful that we're back to normal and my kids are full of life just like they used to be.
Home heating systems and fireplaces need to be inspected regularly. The poisoning occurred because the Chapman's furnace wasn't properly vented.
We've had a fresh air return put into the furnace room. We've kept the window cracked like we were told by the fire department. And we've purchased carbon monoxide monitors.
It was really scary because when I woke up in the ambulance, I thought my sister was going to die. I would have missed having a little sister because I love her more than anything.
Recently, the Chapman family met the rescuers who helped save their lives that winter night.
It was a really neat feeling to be able to hold the little girl Megan and to be able to look at her and know that she was not going to suffer any ill effects from this and that she was going to be able to go on to lead a fulfilled life.
They handle it so wonderfully and so professionally and yet with such care that they're just wonderful men. And we really appreciate it. What greater gift could anybody get than to have their family given back to them after coming so close to losing all of us?
Next.
She was well beyond the golden hour, so we knew we were fighting time.